Welcome, everyone, back to the Summit of Time, day number 2 here in the Beyond the Summit studio. This is going to be a hype day of Mortal Kombat action as we're going to get right into the thick of things. But guys, welcome once again. Here on the couch is going to be myself. To my right, to your guys' left, is going to be the man Rip. On the other couch, Wonder Chef and Mustard. Welcome, everyone. How you guys feeling about day number 2 here?
Good morning. I thought you were going to come in at like 100%. That was like a 30%, I feel like.
Welcome, everyone, to the Summit of Time.
There's Aquaman that I know.
All
right. Yeah, how you guys doing, man? Of course. Yesterday was a fantastic day. We kicked things off in the group stages. We saw Gross really stepping things up, of course. And then we had crazy Mafia action, which I do not want to rerun up ever again in my life.
Okay.
What the hell happened?
Let's just get right into the thick of things. I'm still on tilt.
I think everybody is.
It's been like the only conversation topic.
It really only has been. The ride here had been the most uncomfortable thing. I apologize for murdering people. I lost a brother last night, apparently. I'm not ever looking at Tyrant again. He's actually dead to me.
Yeah, I was watching last night, so I had to go home and pick up some stuff, so I wasn't able to play Mafia. But I went home and I was able to catch the end of that last game, and I was sitting there watching Waz, this little unsuspecting guy, and then just slowly everybody else just goes and just kills themselves. I'm like, Tyrant just makes the most sus accusations, and King's just sitting there the whole time. He's like, huh? Oh, you think you should kill me? Okay, no. It's like what's going on? Why is everybody just dying?
It was actually, this guy, Shy Guy.
Oh man.
So hard. I couldn't sleep last night. I don't think I can ever trust again.
Yo, but you had the sick Vigi shot though.
I did. I had the godlike Vigi shot. Turn 2.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Guys, let me tell you that was. You know what? It's a new day.
It's a new day.
It's a new day. Mafia will restart tonight, and we'll see what goes down. But I also, it's crazy how one moment in time makes me never trust an Australian ever again in my life.
Yeah, I literally tweeted that last night. I was like, I will never trust Waz ever again in anything. After that moment, that man literally took out like 15 people by himself.
Oh, it was so good though. It was so good. Like he actually really outplayed everyone who was left in the game.
Right, he did.
I honestly, while I was in there, I lasted pretty long. I didn't suspect him at all, like not one bit. So I was mad that we lost, but at the end of it, I was like, I didn't see it coming.
I'm not gonna lie, same here.
Well, I feel like the important thing though is Waz played like that in Mafia. How do you think he's going to play now? It's his group's turn to play in the actual game. Because of course, all jokes aside, we are here for this is the Summit of Time. This is Mortal Kombat 11. We have the best players pretty much in the world at this point, duking it out to try and see who is going to be that #1 at the end. And this is the first time we've had the opportunity to have this many good players in one place. From so much of the world has been covered, and Waz, of course, the lone Australian representative who was here through the fan voting phase. Because
first one in, too.
Yeah, the entire of Australia and the FGC over there just pretty much just rallied together to get him in, and
that's awesome.
Here he is.
It was crazy, the support. I mean, there were huge companies that were just Australia based, trying to get him in, getting the word out, and absolutely, the second group is pretty stacked. I looking at them both yesterday, the more I look at the second group, the more I get kind of scared. Sonic Fox, of course, being the biggest one and the #1 name on this list. You've got Forever King. You've got Foxy, Honeybee, Scar, Tweety, Waz, and Happy Pal. This is going to be an absolute bloodbath.
It's quite a star-studded group, I think, because obviously both groups are super stacked, and there is no easy one for sure. But I feel like in terms of profile of the community, this is definitely more of a public-facing group, right? You've got Sonic Fox, you've got the Scar. Everyone knows who Foxy is. Honeybee is really rising.
And then you have
Twitch, YouTube, and obviously still super successful. Tweety, of course,
yeah, coming in with all the juice.
The juice chef?
Yes.
Juice is an interesting way to put it.
Yeah, chef.
Juice is an interesting way to put it.
He's got the interesting juice.
Exactly.
I love my shows like Monster Time.
It's always Monster.
Okay, so I actually was looking at my Monster and it just says juice on it. I know. It sounds delicious right now.
Honestly, I immediately was thinking about your Monster when he said juice, and I was like this close to being like, I'm just gonna pick up his Monster, but it would have been so good, better, right?
If you guys haven't had the mango, let me tell you. I think I saw you on the mango too.
I can attest because it's right here. It's my coffee for the morning.
Monster, guys. Thank you so much to Monster for.
Yeah, but of course, today we kick off things with Group B. We also have other stuff planned too, right? We've got the 5v5, old school versus new school. We've also got rock, paper, scissors, championship.
That's honestly going to be the best tournament of the entire weekend. if I'm being honest with you.
That's the only thing that people are watching for, I think, right? It's the main event for this weekend, Rock, Paper, Scissors?
Rock, paper, scissors, followed by Mafia Part 2.
That's the real event. Let's be honest, though. Mafia.
I mean, look, if we can hammer out the 5v5 squad battle and the Rock, Paper, Scissors championship, we might get 2 rounds of Mafia. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, absolutely.
I think
guys,
that could be
guys,
way more.
let's rush today to get more Mafia. Hey, players, can we hurry up the matches so we can play 2 rounds of Mafia tonight?
Is it too late to make it best of 1 all the way through? Like, can we
Best
do that?
of ones.
Yeah, forget the Swiss format. Let's just go to, like the random thing except first to 1.
I'm making the mid-morning read that Waz dies day 1 no matter what.
Yeah, just kill him.
They
God.
can't
That's the
afford
safe
to let
bet.
him live. They
That's
can't
a safe
afford.
bet. It's like how Zach Robb, when in the last match of day 1, they were like, "No, you were a shitty townsperson.
Yeah.
We're just gonna kill you. I don't care if you're right or if you're."
He got clipped day 1 last night as well, and it paid off.
So we actually,
Also, I would also be surprised if King lasts more than 2 days.
we did briefly talk about the Swiss format before, and of course, what you're looking at right now is the standings. Of course, Group A, Gross really was the king of that group. But of course, this is the Swiss format. So a quick description of what that is for those of you watching that might not be aware is the group. The first round game is randomized. Between who will play who. We do actually have the round 1 games ready to list off as well. And then the players from their first game onwards will only play the other players that have the same record as them. So in the first game, everyone who is 1-0 will then play whoever else is 1-0 in the game. Whoever lost the game 1 will only play other people that lost game 1, and then game 2 and game 3 and so forth until we have this kind of standing. And this is to determine seeding for tomorrow. Every single player will make it through to the playoffs, but this is about seeding, who goes through on the loser's side, and pretty much how much of a safety net you can build yourself.
Exactly, and we've got that list of matches, guys. First up, looks like it's going to be Forever King versus Scar, Sonic Fox versus Tweety, a Foxy Grandpa versus Waz. So it's pretty much it's pretty much in order on the screen. And then Honeybee versus Happy Pal is what our matches are going to be. What do you guys think about some of these matchups? I'm already looking at number 1 Sonic Fox versus Tweety right now. I got my eyes on this one.
Who do you think is going to take it, though? That's the real answer.
Between that
First to
match?
3, right?
I think we have a lot of scope for maybe some upset here because obviously we know Fox is incredible.
And sitting right beside
he
him.
has been pretty much unstoppable
where
when
did
it comes
he
to
get
he kind of just crept
He's
up.
a Fox,
you know?
bro. He's a Fox, bro. He used to being sneaky. Sonic, what are your thoughts going into your match with young Tweety?
That's just gonna be free as hell.
Oh, which is, to be honest, exactly what I think Tweety would say if he was sitting in the chair.
100%.
And that's what's going to make this so good. Because if there's
are you guys
one,
ready?
I mean, has anyone else? Has anyone else really?
Practicing.
What are your
Hey, he's got games. Oh, I can't hear him.
He just went. He went.
He said he shrugged his shoulders like, I really don't care.
Yeah.
But we have to remember, and the reason this is such a juicy match to go into, first thing, 10 in the morning, Los Angeles, some at a time, is the fact that obviously Sonic Fox is known for being immensely confident, right? He just oozes confidence in every game he plays.
Even when he's wrong.
Of course, but I think that's
Look
kind
at
of
Mafia.
exactly. But that's partly what I think makes him so scary is you know that no matter what he does, he's going to believe in that decision, right? He makes some hard reads, some at times questionable character choices, but he always knows why he's going to do it, and the confidence behind it is what usually leads to him being so successful.
Sure.
Tweety is much of the same. Tweety hasn't had the years of experience that Sonic Fox has had, and he hasn't quite had the same level of success for sure, but he does know how to bring it when he's talking the smack beforehand. And to be honest, not a lot of people do that nowadays, and he's so good at that. But also, what is the one and only person that has ever straight up talked smack to Fox mid-set at Evo and then won that set?
Pick
you know?
another character, Tweety.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Pick
Extreme
another
close-up.
character, says Tweety at Evolution, standing up, looking Fox dead in the eyes, and saying pick another character was one of the greatest things
And
I
he
think
did.
I have ever seen. And okay, so Fox is probably not listening right now, but I think he had Fox kind of shook right there. And it was one of the first times that we saw Fox possibly crack at a competitive level.
Maybe. I guess we'll never know. But there's a case to be made for it, and it's not something that happens very often. When even, when people will talk that way to Fox, they really do. Even if it's on Twitter, right, on social media. Then when it's face to face, it can kind of go okay, no, we're here now, we're playing. Tweety comes in, he's like, right, where is he?
Give me the Fox. He just shows up in that old school fox hunting outfit with the ready to go.
Elmer
Like an
Fudd.
Elmer
Yeah,
Fudd.
Elmer Fudd. That's what I was going for. Yeah, Elmer Fudd.
I'm just imagining it.
It's
Tweety as Elmer
Foxy
Fudd now.
season.
It works. It works, right?
Let me ask you, how old are these guys? Tweety and Fox.
Too
Who's
young.
older?
I mean, I think
Tweety's older.
I think between them,
Tweety's older?
Yeah, I think Fox is 21.
I'm actually pretty sure that between them, they're old enough to buy Mortal Kombat.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, we can't make that joke anymore. It's been a long time since Sonic Fox was like the
Yeah, it
super,
really
super
is.
young.
Not that
up-and-comer.
long, like a few years.
8 years.
Okay?
Yeah.
Is he on the old school or new school team?
I mean like young up and coming.
I'm pretty sure he was 12 or 13 when I met him.
13,
Yeah, yeah.
I think he was
13 was
13 when he
the
started
start.
playing.
I saw him in his very first tournament ever, and I'm 9% sure he was 12.
Man, I feel really old now. Like,
It
I
happens.
can't do this.
It happens.
I think like the combination of the ages of all of the players is maybe about even to the combination of the ages of all of the casters.
It makes absolute sense.
Holy
if
crap.
You're like,
You know,
Rip's just over there like,
I thought about it, I'm like, you
crap.
know what?
Wait a minute.
I think I'm carrying this for us. Yeah, we got this.
Hey man,
Boy.
the older you are, the wiser you get, which is why we're commentators now. So very wise. But of course, this is our first
Oh,
game of the
yes.
day.
Oh,
It's going to be
man.
Forever King versus Scar. Are we going to see the combat codes? Of course, this is dictated by Twitch chat. What are we going
How
to
is-
see? Oh, alternate poses.
Oh,
King,
Wow,
King
all
didn't
right.
smile in
This-
either of his
this
pictures.
looks correct.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah, he's got the,
this
the
looks like
people's
he's,
eyebrow.
It looks like he's reacting to scars.
That is
That
actually
is,
so
that-
good.
Who's
That's
that,
pretty
Johnny? Is Scar just channeling his inner Johnny right there?
That's pretty good.
Now, if it was Johnny,
That's
he'd be
fantastic.
smiling. He just doesn't. He has like no recollection for you till he's just like, get out of my face.
Oh my! King coming in here showing off the guns too. Oh
now,
my goodness!
This is actually quite an interesting one because we know Scar has obviously he's fallen on his feet quite a lot on this game. Obviously, went straight to Sonya. She is so strong, so aggressive. She is very kind of built-in mix-up heavy, which is the kind of character he was known for in MKX, and was, I mean, like we've said yesterday, he is a hands down top 3 worldwide MKX player of all time, arguably top 2, right? He is a supremely successful player through X. But now, I think, could you argue that Sonya might be the closest thing to an MKX character
Oh,
in the game?
absolutely.
Right now?
Absolutely.
I would say among one of the few. I would actually argue that Sub-Zero may be the most MKX character.
I
I've
don't
seen.
It's one of the two.
I
Yeah.
think it's Sonya still, just
Yeah?
because
I think so.
Sub, he still, I mean, his damage isn't insane, right? Sonya can literally kill you off of like 2 to 3 mix-ups,
That
and
is true.
just straight it. She's a terrifying character. She can run away with things so fast. Plus, like, just the way that she zones, I feel it's very, very similar to an MKX character. But Geras on the other side, okay.
So I
Oh,
want to talk
shit.
about Group A. We didn't see any Gearses, which is one of the hottest
Not
topics
one.
coming
I didn't
into
see
the
him- I didn't expect
summertime.
his pick. Nice.
Not one yesterday, and I expect at least 4 in this group today that are going to be duking it out amongst
4.
each other. I'm gonna make the read on 4.
I think 2.
Sonic Fox,
I think 2.
King, Tweety, and then someone else may break
I
him
think
out as a
just
surprise.
King Tweety. But anyway, here we go. Round
Yeah,
1.
I'm with Chef in this one.
Only
for sure.
2?
Yeah, I think so. I think Fox is going black.
Yeah, I think that might be a blow up. If we only get 2 Gearses at the summit of time, everyone on Twitter can actually hold that.
I mean, there's still a scope for us to get a lot of Aarons too, obviously. You know, we saw Hayate with Aaron, Tekken
Right.
Master had an Aaron. Obviously, Fox today, Scar's got an Aaron.
Can we actually-
like,
Forever King has an Aaron.
Yep,
Black
has
King
the-
used him
Can
in the
we actually
ladder
talk about
tournament.
Hayate's, how impressive it was yesterday? Oh my
It
goodness.
was. Back to 2, back to 2, back to 2.
Yeah,
All
all
right.
right.
Let's talk about this
Ooh.
match, though.
Yeah, charge it up, baby.
Intake's fully loaded.
Okay, that was really smart. Obviously, Infinite Warden Geras, he wants to charge up that big punch. And when it's fully charged, you have a crushing blow on demand. And just having that massive damage ender is so important.
Especially in the corner where it turns into a launcher into actual death no matter who you are.
So something that I actually did not know that a Sith player on Twitter told me is that it actually buffs his down 2 damage or anything that uses the fist if he has it
if
charged.
it's charged? Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah. So that's a reason why we constantly see like these characters charge the punch and then never actually spend it.
I see. Because the down 2. Oh man, does that amplify the crushing blow damage on the down 2 too?
It will do, yeah, I believe.
That would probably just kill you. You'd probably just be like,
Oh!
Is this going to kill? I mean, it's
it
just
is.
on the
It
end.
definitely is.
I would say absolutely.
100%. Every single raw in the game, every single fatal blow does a little bit more than that notch in the health bar that puts you into
What
the
about-
So
what
it
if they
was like
shielded
just on
everything?
the edge of it. I
Which
wasn't
is
too
actually
sure.
different. If you guys were at the reveal, or even I think the early beta builds, where it did exactly the bar. Like they all did exactly 30%.
What if you hit the shields though?
Then I believe each shield you hit takes off 5 damage.
It's
If I remember
small.
correctly.
It's super, super small.
You kind of need the majority of them for it
Yeah.
to make a difference, but it's worth doing, right?
Right,
Like, you're being
20
hit by
damage.
it. You're being hit by it. It's a cinematic. You may as well be
Right, yeah.
trying to go for it.
Do we know if the charged gauntlet is going to carry over to this round? Or
I
will we
believe
have to
it
recharge
does. I believe it does.
Oh, well, my goodness, he's getting his shit
Whoa.
mixed in right now by Mama Plate. Scar is going in, and
That's
there's a
it,
dead man.
that's it. Look
Oh
at
my
the damage.
goodness!
Look at it! Oh! That is
Hey,
why Sonya is so terrifying. So Geras, for anybody out there who hasn't been paying attention to the scene, Geras is definitely the most complained about character right now, I would say, right?
100%.
Yeah.
But Sonya, I feel like has almost gone under the radar as far as her insanity, her damage, her mix-ups.
Her zoning. Her zoning's ridiculous.
Zoning. She's back to the MK11 Sonya.
Nice little clothesline from hell here from Forever King. He was looking so good until Scar got a whiff of momentum, and that's going to be a backbreaker. The full screen trying to get the offense.
not-
Wow,
not
what a little
punish
gimmick
though.
right there. Yo, I kind of respect that.
Yeah, it's pretty sick, man. Oh, but don't go anywhere.
Okay, so this is where Geras gets scary. He gets like guaranteed pressure on knockdown of like no matter what he ends with, right?
Yeah.
All of his optimal enders that are easy to go into, he is guaranteed some mix-ups, and that is so scary when you do the damage that he's got.
Look at the Scar right back in it now.
Oh my
Ooh.
goodness! Back-to-back flawless blocks.
That was tight.
If he'd hit any up 2 or up 3, I would have cried a little bit on
Yeah,
the
he's
inside.
tried to roll and wake up multiple times, and Scar's caught him each time.
It's crucial. Now, there's actually kill territory for Geras if he gets anything, but
and there's
no chip.
Hey.
yeah, he actually had to get risky there. He had no more
Round 2.
last breaths available. It was still on regen, and Scar immediately hopping on there. That was really good stuff.
I think
man.
his
Scar's
best
just playing
bet
so well
was,
right now.
I think he was trying to at least get out of the corner, right? Was his idea, but Scar was like, no, you're not getting out of the corner.
Oh, he spends both. Yeah, he's going for the charge again.
Yep.
Ooh, I love that setup because just like that, you sacrifice quite a bit of damage, but I mean you have such more like higher utility for your
Ooh, he
damage.
won.
And
Oh,
he went
he
for
was
it.
going for it. It's actually not that much of a sacrifice. Well, you're sacrificing maybe like 1 to 120, 130, 150 damage for a potential death later on.
Oh wow!
That's a lot, right? It's like 10 to 15%.
Oh, what a read on the grab from Scar!
That should be it.
Yeah, that is
should
for sure.
easily be it.
Damn.
That's 2 for 2 games. Sonya just get you in the corner, and it's just massive damage.
Oh, yeah.
So King's getting what he wants, getting that gauntlet fully loaded. He's just got nothing off it,
Yeah.
and Scar hasn't let him breathe.
He literally he's charged it twice and never used anything that does the damage from it again.
That's true.
Will he make the adjustment and just cash on damage this time
I'm
around?
surprised they
Ooh.
stuck to the character the whole way through. He's lost 4 rounds straight here.
Yeah.
We know he's got Aaron Black too, right? I mean, it's kind of shocking.
I think it depends on how ready he thinks he is. 'Cause obviously, Forever King started off as a Shao Kahn player, but he's very much like
Right.
Shao Kahn is not the pick, right? And he wants to play characters he thinks are strong. Geras is definitely a powerful character, but I think the big thing is Scar looks so ready for the matchup.
Oh, yeah.
He's not letting him get within range of fishing for the crushing blows. He's not worrying about the sand trap from full screen. He's just picking his jumps right. He's moving in at the right time, and he's just not letting Forever King get that Geras train started.
And in tournaments like this early in the game's lifetime, when everyone online is expecting this character to be picked a lot, you know all the players you're prepared for this character.
You have to be.
I would almost make that, a read on Forever King to possibly use a character like he has, like Kung Lao, who he's very proficient with, that they might not know the matchup because they're looking for Geras.
Exactly.
Well, I think one more, as we go into 5 rounds straight, one more reason why King may have chosen this matchup is that Sonya has a lot of mix-ups, and they're all just basically like jab or a little bit like more punishable than that. But if you pick Aaron Black actually is not huge on punish damage, especially off of jabs. He does not carry very much. Geras, on the other hand, gets a ton. Obviously, we've seen it, you see 1-1-1 into the freeze, into the setup, he can get like over 300 damage very easily off of that. So maybe he just wants a character that's more punishing against the characters that you need to punish with a lot of damage.
Punish with a lot of damage, you say?
Oh, dropped the combo.
You
That would have
cursed
been
it,
huge
Rip.
too.
Good
I
job.
hella cursed it.
No, King didn't have any full defensive bar. That could have been massive damage. Oh, King's going to be able to get the corner at least. At least he's managed to swap it around. That's huge damage incoming unless he gets the breakaway. Does he go for it? Does he hold? No, he uses it. All the staggers. Scar, you're showing a lot of respect. Oh, tries to jump.
Good patience.
Those jump kicks have been so deadly. King has either held them or ate them to the mouth, and there's a mix-up coming afterwards. Scar playing it so well. Another deep jump kick, and coming with the pressure.
Wow.
Scar's not committing on 50-50s that much either. He's just staggering so well.
Forever King's being a little bit reserved when it comes to punishing. There's the 50-50, gets blocked, the down one challenge.
Back.
Finally, the commitment by Scar.
6 rounds straight. Geras looking kind of Geras. I'm just saying. I mean, obviously not for the whole game. But you know what I'm saying? That's set. That's set.
Seriously, we're not 2 days in the Summit of Time, and Geras has gotten is either a no-show or has gotten mopped.
I mean, so far in the group stages, at least, between Group A and B, Geras has 0 rounds.
Wow, yeah, you're right.
Facts.
0 rounds.
Because there was no Geras.
That is
Yeah,
right.
this is
Really
this is
good
it.
point.
0 and 6 right now. And that, by the way, that final situation is probably the scariest situation in the game. You block that back one, it is literally
It's an
back
actual
one
50-50 to
overhead
fatal blow.
into fatal blow, or
Yes.
back one low into fatal blow. You just gotta guess. That's why I think she's the ultimate MK.
And I'll tell you, I've never seen the overhead at the end of a round in competitive play.
Right.
So I think that King was looking for the low.
Right.
I think every Sonya has always committed the low into the fatal blow.
because everybody watches for the overhead all the time for the max damage,
Yes.
but then at the end, everybody's like, "Yeah, I'll go to the low because they don't think it'll be enough to kill,
yeah,
but then it will
I
be
think
enough
that,
to kill."
I think
and
that
then,
scar was in 2020 right there. I think that was just another level. I mean, and what was crazy is he wasn't committing almost at all throughout the entire match. He was looking for the openings, looking for the punishes, and he was jumping at him like crazy, and King just wasn't stopping it. Once that jump kick was active, Mama Blade was coming in.
I don't think we saw King manage to land a successful anti-air the entire time, which I think is obviously I don't think it's as easy as, well, King just needs to anti-air, right? Like, jump kicks have a lot of priority in this game. You know, they can be timed at different parts. You know, sometimes if they cross over, they can be a little bit complicated. That's all right. I'm staring intently.
They're scaring me over here, man.
But the thing is, if Geras does manage to get an anti-air, because standing one isn't a bad choice for it.
Yes.
But obviously, like,
It has
you
to
have
be
to
so
ready.
early.
If you're already blocking when they're in the air and you let go of block to do a standing one, that's where it gets a little bit iffy. But I think, again, I don't think it's King was just messing up anti-airs. I think it was just Scar was really timing his jumps well.
Absolutely.
Which
I mean,
is so important.
off of every knockdown too, just
Yeah.
having an active jump kick there readily, that's almost unanti-able in the game. But that's also why you saw King try to mix things up with a wake up roll, try to get out of there, watch the kick whiff, and then probably do a forward two back into the corner. Scar was all over it. He was like, you know what?
Yeah, exactly.
I already have the counter read at the ready. Throws here. Have a nice day. Here's another 50-50 for you.
Yeah, I think he threw him out of like 3 wake-up rolls.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, how does he have the read on that? Like, I feel like they must have played for he's watched him plays. Like, he likes to use the wake-up roll a lot.
Yeah.
Something like that. He definitely has some kind of read on King's wake-up options.
Or that conditioning was early of just, let me just Oki would jump
I mean,
kick.
but that's always been a strength of Scar's, right? Like, I know it was like, you know, a bit of an in-joke in MKX to be like, oh, you know, the game's just about 50-50s. But there were a lot of consistent players in a game of just about 50-50s, right? And Scar was definitely one of them. Because I feel like
Listen, MK players are really good at guessing.
Well, I feel like I feel like it's a bit more than that though, because
Absolutely.
like if it was just a simple case of just 50-50 and you know, flip a coin and hope for the best, then why was it that Scar was consistently
Results
winning
would be way
tournaments,
more
doing-
inconsistent.
Exactly, because he's so good at just options like that, right? Reading the wake ups, reading the player, right? It's not just about enforcing the built-in mix-ups. It's about reading, right, now what are you going to do about it? How are you going to get off the ground? When are you going to try and anti-air me? And Sonya, paired with a player like that, is like, I wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of that, especially here. But Scar, moving on 1-0. Really strong stuff, 3-0. We had a lot of one-sided sets yesterday, and it looks like we're starting to keep that
Oh,
today.
man.